Hi, I'm Kentagian, and it's 15 days till I get ALIF surgery. This video is going to talk about the surgery itself because I had a couple small misconceptions, and I wanted to tell you all about what they're going to do to me and what that means. Surgery is set for January 12th. I have to be at the hospital at 5:30 a.m., and the surgery will begin at 7:30 a.m. There will actually be two phases to the surgery. First and foremost, they will go in through the front, just beneath my belly button, making a roughly 3-inch wide incision. There will be a vascular surgeon who will be doing that cut, and he or she will be moving aside all of my guts and the two big veins and arteries that go right over the area that needs to be worked on. That surgeon is there just so in case they cut anything on accident, they can patch me up and you guys won't be rid of me that easily. From there, the normal surgeon's going to take over. The regular surgeon's going to, same thing, Kent. The surgeon who's doing the ALIF is going to take over, cut out all my disc material, and put in a titanium cage. This cage is really cool. It's a 3D printed titanium cage filled with donor graft material. They're going to have actual cells. It's called Trinity. Osteoblasts and whatnot from a donor. So someone who formerly lived, I'm going to be using their cells in me to grow new bone. I've done a little bit of research on it, and it seems like an extremely solid material to be building new bone out of naturally. Other materials used include something like BNP, which, or is it BMP? I should have looked that up. Oh well, I'll put it in here. Which actually spurs on bone growth even faster, but in a less organized way. So this Trinity material will cause natural bone growth that makes a whole lot more sense and will be very elegant. The cage itself is porous, and the bones will grow into it, so it's going to be very solid in the end. The donor cells will eventually die off and be replaced by my own, but they are going to be what spurs on the initial growth of bone. So from there, after the cage is installed, they're going to put in 2 front screws, I believe, and then close me up. And they're going to flip my ass over, and they are going to go in from the rear. This is where the robotics come into play. So even though I am getting 2 incisions on one on either side of my spine, they're going to be very small. And these incisions are just to get 2 screws into might be 4. You know, considering they're only fusing 1 level, I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 or 4. I guess we'll find out. But either way, they're going to be screwing it in. And closing it up. So these are very small incisions. They're not going through muscle. They'll be separating it and then closing everything back up. So that should actually be very easy in terms of healing. The front will take a little bit longer, but again, it's not too bad because they're going along the muscle lines. They're not cutting through muscle, so they're going to kind of peel it away and then put it back together. Still, it's not going to be a walk in the park, that's for sure. The surgeon did say I would hate him for the first 2 weeks of the operation, and I'm beginning to believe, the first 2 weeks after, and I'm beginning to believe that's probably going to be the case. I'm going to do my utmost for recovery. So from tomorrow, actually, Monday the, what is today, Monday the 29th, I've got 1 full week of training left. Next Monday, it'll be like January 3rd or something, 4th, I don't know. That's going to be my last hard training day. I'm probably going to do deadlifts, squats, and all sorts of heavy lifts just because it'll be the last time I can do them for months and months and months and months. And I follow that up with a very fast run, just pushing myself to my limits because it'll be the last time I can do so for a very long time to come. After that, I will still be physically training, but like not to exhaustion. It will be all of the transverse abdominis, the glute med, all of the stabilization muscles to get myself ready for after that surgery so that I can hit the ground walking and just be minimally painful and maximally braced. So yeah, that's the update I've got here. Next video up should be all of the things I got for the surgery because most of them are here. There are 1, 2, or maybe even 3 more things I need to get, but I've got my grabbers, I've got my shoehorn, I've got my sock thingy-majig. So yeah, we're getting there. It's coming up. It's getting close. I think phase 2 of this whole thing, the recovery, will be about 3 months long. Phase 2 and phase 3, the barrier between them wasn't really well defined by me, but I think phase 2 is going to be where I can only just walk. Phase 3 is going to be where I can do a little bit more PT, start doing more exercise type things without being able to fully exert myself. So yeah, that is where we stand. I have confirmed that I will be getting a brace for use for the first 6 weeks, so that's good. I figured I would anyway. And yeah, doctor approved my supplement regimen. He said everything looks good. Sounds like everything's gonna go about as well as it can. Yeah, there's always a possibility that it won't, but it looks like the deck is stacked in my favor right now, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll see you all in the video where I go over all the junk I got. And maybe I got too much, maybe I won't need some of it, but better to find out after the fact than during when I actually need something that I don't have. I'll see you then.